day you were born, you were married to
A 60-year-old witch.
a 60-year-old witch that was the Grand Master Witch for the continent of Africa. That is mind-blowing.
And you know what she told me, the wedding was conducted by the chief, the witches of the continent first, and then the bishop of the diocese also came and conducted the wedding between this 1-day-old boy and a 60-year-old woman in the forest.
Wow.
So, that was also when she told me, say, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes." Bishop so-and-so, which I knew. Later I'll share how he got involved in my life. And now he moved me from that same bishop, from the witchcraft to the occult, because they are different. So for her, when she reached there were all these people, the celebrations from different parts of the continent had come to the forest for the wedding. Now, according to her, that was the moment where this woman, the witch, was to transfer her powers to the boy, the 1-day-old boy. Now, I was 1-day-old. I didn't know what was happening. So after the ritual, after the ceremony, days of celebration and the wedding, the marriage is conducted, the covenant and all the sacrifices. So they tell her, you know what? Now, this child is not just a child. This is now a man. So you're not going to breastfeed him because now he is somebody's husband already.
Wow.
And she told me that in her mind, she said, well, okay, I'll go home. These people will not be there. I have to breastfeed my child. You know, I've suffered a lot. I've paid the price. I have done all this. He was treasuring this child. So she returns home. When she went home, my father said, "Where have you been?" He said, "Okay, I had all this and this."
Wait, so did your father not know what she was doing?
He didn't know.
He did not know.
I didn't know. Because when she left hospital, she just went to the... So my father, "Where's my wife?" She's looking at her. So when she appeared, so "Where have you been?"
So he had no idea that she was this deep in her passion to find a boy or to get a son.
He didn't. The only thing he knew, my mother could disappear for days and he didn't know where he has gone. So when she returned home, she says, I was a baby. She put me in the baby cot, in the bed, then go dress up, clean up, and then come and breastfeed the child. And when she returned, she found a python coiled around the baby. Yeah, python.
Yeah.
And she says she could not come near because of the python. So she ran out. The people of the village came around. My father came around. They could see the snake, and no one could come in.
Could they not kill the snake?
I don't know why. So she says for 30 days, for 3 months, she could not come near me.
So was the python wrapped around you every day, all day, 24/7?
24/7. So she says she didn't breastfeed me. She didn't come near me. And the whole village could come and just peep in. And then there was rumors around that this woman gave birth to a child and a snake. Now, I heard those rumors when I was growing up. It was the talk of the town in their community. You know, that child is a twin. They could say, he's a twin. He was born with a snake. But my mother says, no, she didn't give birth to a snake. The snake just came when she came back to the house. Now, I don't understand how this was done. So after 3 months, my father left. Now, he picked the 6 girls and left the home. She remained alone. And because of that, my mother got a mental breakdown. So she was not like a mad woman in the community. So she's left alone with a child, a demon child, with a brother who was living with her. Now the husband, my father, and the children left, so she's deserted. So by the time I'm 3 years old, the only person I know is my uncle and my mother, who has no attachment with me. Why? She's mentally disturbed. She always spend all her time alone in the bedroom. There's no way. So as a child, I didn't have any attachment with her. I didn't see my sisters. I didn't meet my father. The only person now I know is my uncle, the young brother to my mother, who was also, I don't know what happened. He was also addicted to alcohol. So he could drink and what. Now, so he tells me, I remember as the other three, when he was drinking his alcohol, he could give me because that's the only thing he had. My mother did not breastfeed me. The husband had left, deserted her. And she tells me that the day my father left, and with my sisters, is the day the snake left also. So when he left, also it left. So she remained with this child, but now she was so hurt. She was so heartbroken. And then she got into a mental breakdown because of the husband leaving her. She's alone. And so as a child, I'm in that house with only my uncle. Like all the community, the relatives, the people in the community, no one comes to our home because the talk of the community, the talk of the village is in that house.
It's a snake.
There's a snake.
Yeah.
And there is a boy who was born. So
you had no connection with anyone else apart from your mother, who was mentally unstable, and your uncle who was, a drunkard who was struggling with alcohol addiction. And then you're 3 at this point.
Yeah.
Your earliest memories are around 3 and 4.
3 and 4. That's the memory I have.
And then something really tragic happened.
So the only person I know is my uncle. And one day we are staying in a small room with him. I remember I was 2 and 4. I have this memory. And then the door, someone hit the door, opened it, and my uncle came running. And then these 5 guys, they were soldiers. By that time, the nation was in a civil war. So they came into the house. I don't know why. They came chase my uncle. Then they shot him. But what surprised me that they didn't kill him. They shot him 5 times and watched him bleed. Like I'm sitting there, and they shoot, wait, they shoot, wait, they shoot, wait, wow. They shoot, wait, they shoot, wait. And then deliberately, I remember they are shooting in parts that will not kill him instantly. So then I see these men are standing there in the room and they're watching him, and he's bleeding and bleeding slowly.
And they saw you there?
Yes, they made sure that I'm there. So they bring me near him. They shoot him when I'm near him, and they watch his bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and I saw him die. So like he bled for like 2 hours. They're there watching, and when like he stopped like groaning and crying, and then he slowly died, and that way I blacked out. So when I blacked out, when I woke up the next morning, the people in the community had come around to see what happened. I realized I'd become a different person. I realized by that time something had left. The human, like I was not human. From that time until I got born again at 24, my greatest joy was to cause misery. I was a sadist. I enjoyed causing trouble, killing. I enjoyed like seeing people suffer, and that could bring me joy. But I can trace that happened the day my uncle. Like now I've understood after I became a Christian, when I was going through my healing, because I got saved, but the healing took time. It took like 10 years to be healed. My healing, especially deliverance and healing, took 10 years because parts of my life were fragmented. See,
so a part of your soul.
Now I later understood that at that moment a part of my soul was trapped, and later I realized that after I got married, because when I got married I could not relate with my wife as husband and wife.
Wow!
So I went in prayer, and then the Lord took me to that moment when I was 3 years and showed me when I blacked out what happened, because God is all-knowing. Jesus is all-knowing. So to deliver me, he had to show me what happened when I blacked out, what happened to my soul, where was I trapped. So when I got married, I married when I was 36, very late. So I was a 36-year-old man, but my soul was 3 years. So I remained trapped at 3 years. But now I was a man with a body, even born again now, got married, But I could not relate with my wife as husband because I had been
Yeah, because of that trauma.
that trauma. So when that happened, my uncle was dead. And I'd become a different person. Those people in the occult came to my mother and say, you know what has happened to your brother? It's because we want this boy. You have to give her now officially to us. You have to surrender him to us. So she tells me, but now this one I remember it. She got me, and there is a place where this the headquarters of the occult in our nation. It's like a cave. They said it's like a cult, as if they believe in God but not God. They don't believe in the Bible. It's like a cult where politicians go and even religious leaders. So she takes me to this place. This place, like it's a cult, like a religion. Now, when their leaders die, they don't bury them. They embalm the bodies and pile them in a cave, the dead bodies. So she took me and handed me over to those people. Now, remember my uncle is dead. I have this pain. And now the only person I know now remaining is my mom.